Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. In today's episode, we are going to be talking about Zilliqa, Avalanche, and Uniswap. So yesterday we did talk about the potential of a lot of these alternative cryptocurrencies facing a little bit of a local bottom. So right now, Zilliqa is up by about 6.4%. Avalanche is up by about 4.8%, and Uniswap is up by about 13%. So first of all, let's talk about BTC, because we indeed had a massive pump all the way up to around 15,340. If you did watch yesterday's video, right, we did talk about the potential of Bitcoin reaching up to around 16,200. So do I still think Bitcoin is going to end up going to around 16,200? Well, it just depends on how the momentum is just going to be, especially in the next coming 4 days. But of course, we did end up going to 15,306, which is very good. And the next resistance that we have is probably going to be around 15,450 all the way to around 15,600. That's where the next resistance is obviously going to be. So if you are going to be looking for some areas where you need to be offloading the profits, of course 15,450 all the way to around 15,700 is going to be like a very good tech profit area. And if we take a look at all the oscillators, right, I mean, everything is absolutely on top right now. The RSI, the MACD, the VZO, everything is in overbought territory. So of course, if we have like a little bit of a downturn, it doesn't really hurt, because we need to have some more momentum. And of course, we've been having like bullish days. Of course, we can continue going up, because if we take a look at the TD sequential, right, as far as BTC is concerned, right, we are only on the 60th week right over here. So we are obviously going to end up most likely doing what we did here, right? Obviously the next coming few weeks are going to be like very volatile. So with regards to BTC, we obviously have a potential of coming back down to the blue line, which happens to be the 6 simple moving average. So this could be like an area where the correction is going to end up going. So we might potentially continue going up in the next coming few weeks, but eventually it's going to come back down to this particular blue line, because that's just what BTC does. And it is obviously going to be like a very good area to get to buy in, as we did right over here. So we have actually found support on the 6 simple moving average twice. Okay, so take a look at that. Then we also had that particular area right there. So that is obviously like a very good trading area of value. So this usually happens when we are beginning a bull cycle. So ladies and gentlemen, if you have been investing in cryptocurrencies right up to this particular moment, if you guys are still very active trading and speculating with regards to cryptocurrencies, congratulations, because we are fast approaching the next bull run. So as you can see, right, in 2016, we had the same cycle. Okay, the price was finding support on the blue line, which happens to be the 6 simple moving average, and sometimes it does drop down to the 20, which is the red simple moving average here, which is the red line. Okay, so in extreme situations, when the price like really ends up crashing, we obviously end up hugging the red simple moving average, which happens to be the 20 simple moving average. So these are very good trading areas. Like, these are easy trades that you can be making. Like, every time it drops to the blue and the red line, you simply just long and just give it like a few weeks. So this usually happens like in a blatant bull run, and we are fast approaching the bull run. So guys, I really hope that you are ready for the next bull run, because this is only the second time that this particular trend or pattern is playing out. So we are just at the verge of the next bull run. So that really brings me back to my topic. So worst case scenario, right, if BTC ends up crashing, we can end up going to around 12,496, or worst case scenario, right, 11,242. Okay, but obviously we are going to end up ranging in the next coming 2 to 3 weeks, right? And then the altcoins are obviously going to end up catching up. Now let's just get back to the alternative cryptocurrencies. Okay, so Zilliqa ZIL is around around $0.018, and it is obviously up from yesterday's video. And just like I told you right now, this particular cryptocurrency is pretty resilient. And if we take a look at the 4 hour, right, the 4 hour is coming up pretty strong and pretty good. And right over here, right, we obviously have like a bullish continuation pattern, as you can see this green dot, right, and we also have that particular blue triangle. So every time we have this particular situation, like let's say for example here, right, we obviously ended up continuing to the upside. So I really believe that obviously Zilliqa, if we are obviously going to end up correcting a little bit, right, we are obviously going to just gather just a little bit of you know, momentum to the downside, because if we take a look at the oscillators right now, we are obviously fast approaching the overbought territory. So obviously on the 1 hour, if you guys are going to be flipping over to the 1 hour, we are obviously going to end up slightly retracing, and I'll probably go for the 618 fib level, which is obviously going to be, you know, around this particular area. Worst case scenario, dropping down to around 0.0175. okay, and then we are obviously going to resume our upward direction. But overall, this is very, very bullish. And obviously if Bitcoin is going to be like you know, having like a little bit of a breather, then obviously altcoins are obviously going to end up catching up. So right now a lot of these alternative cryptocurrencies, as you can see right over here, this is my watch list, a lot of them are playing catch up. A lot of them have been up by about 14%, 15%, 16, 20%. So it's pretty crazy. So obviously this is obviously just the beginning. And just like I told you yesterday, right, obviously Zilliqa is a very resilient cryptocurrency. Right now if we take a look at the market cap of Zilliqa, it's only around 210 million US dollars. So this cryptocurrency is going to do tremendously well. You can easily make 100x on this one, because Zilliqa is obviously going to reach more than $15 billion market cap come the peak of the next bull run. So this is one of the reasons why you guys are supposed to be dollar cost averaging. I understand a lot of you you know, lost a lot of money in terms of the gains, all right, but you just have to understand and just have to have this long-term type of mentality. So if you didn't sell, technically speaking, you didn't lose anything. So this thing is obviously going to be exploding to the stratosphere obviously in the next coming 6 to, you know, I don't know, 9 months or something. I don't know, like in the next 2 years, it's obviously going to be doing tremendously well. So best believe it is obviously like a very good buy. And right now, just like I told you yesterday, I'm very, very happy with regards to just how Zilliqa was able to like withhold its value in comparison to like a lot of these different cryptocurrencies, right? Like let's say for example Uniswap. Look at how Uniswap ended up just being destroyed. Uniswap was really, really destroyed. I mean, this is one of the reasons why Uniswap obviously had like a very nice bounce today, because I mean it has been destroyed like crazy. It just kept on going down and down and down. So it does make sense to have a little bit of a breather, and this is one of the reasons we obviously sort of got some resistance right over here. This is where we are ending up. So what is going to most likely happen with regards to Uniswap is we're going to, you know, gather some momentum and then propel to the upside depending on what the market situation is going to be, provided the traditional markets are not really going to end up correcting, because of course Donald Trump looks like he's most likely going to be losing, and then there's just going to be like some chaos, some confusion. So that might obviously affect the traditional markets and in turn the cryptocurrency markets as well. So if you are going to be trading, right, please utilize a stop loss. I always talk about stop losses and just how you're supposed to be, you know, managing your risk and all that good stuff. So anyhow, I'm all over the place right now. I was just talking about Uniswap. Now let's go back to Zilliqa. So Zilliqa, we are obviously going to be making like way much more money, and this time around, best believe like once we start moving you know, from here, we are obviously going to end up just crushing the all-time highs, and I am obviously looking forward to like, you know, crushing this particular high and just going to around 3 to 5 cents, which is obviously going to be happening right before January. It should happen because usually November, December and January are the best performing months for a lot of you know, digital assets. So this is one of the reasons why we are most likely going to have like another you know, sort of all-time high as far as getting to crush this particular local all-time high. So this is obviously something that I am looking forward to. So anyhow, I am super bullish with regards to Zilliqa. I really believe we have like a lot of room to grow. We have tons of rooms to grow. Moreover, Zilliqa is obviously based in Singapore, and Singapore is obviously like a very good crypto friendly type of environment. So once the bulls are obviously let go and let loose, there's going to be chaos, there's going to be pandemonium, there's going to be like a lot of money. You guys are going to be so freaking rich, trust me. Anyhow, now let's move over to Avalanche, Avax. Now this cryptocurrency has got like a lot of potential. The founder is a super genius. He is more like Vitalik Buterin, even way cooler, because this guy was around when Satoshi Nakamoto was probably, coming up with the, consensus, the Bitcoin consensus. And this guy was, just like in the background doing some other stuff. But now he is back and he really wants to capitalize off of the next bull run. So best believe the market cap is only around 82 million US dollars. Best believe this particular cryptocurrency is going to be a top 5 type of cryptocurrency. And if you look at the positioning, the ranking of this particular move from around 82 million US dollars going into the top 10 cryptocurrencies, that's obviously going to make a lot of people really extremely rich. So this is one of the reasons why if you guys see what has been happening, right, there's a lot of players who are obviously lurking in the background, and they are obviously waiting for the best time to pounce on this particular cryptocurrency, provided that there were like a lot of people who bought it at the during the ICO, and most likely a lot of them have probably sold, and the people that we are remaining with are obviously new spectators and the long-term holders. These are the people who are going to die without selling until this particular cryptocurrency reaches a certain threshold, like I don't know, like 100x or a 50x and all that good stuff. So best believe there are strong hands holding this particular cryptocurrency, and in comparison to other cryptocurrencies such as Uniswap and all these other decentralized finance, right, it was also holding on pretty well. I mean, if you take a look at the bottom here, right over here, we didn't really drop lower than this particular volume, that particular bottom right over there. So what's the percentage? So that was only like a 10% drop. So that is really good. So this is one of the reasons why I'm really thinking, okay, perhaps a lot of these alternative cryptocurrencies have obviously reached their lowest low as far as this cycle is concerned. Of course, anything can happen. Like tomorrow we might wake up, there might be like a war, there might be like some catastrophic event, and obviously the prices must, or rather can and would obviously drop further down. So this is one of the reasons why anything is very possible. But looking at the current odds, right, obviously the bottom is kinda in. That's just what I think. So right now there isn't like anything to talk about, right? So I really hope that you guys were obviously dollar cost averaging. So if you take a look at the 4-hour resistance, right, we obviously have like quite a lot of resistance around $4.19. So obviously this is going to be like a very good take profit type of area once we get to reach that particular threshold. So right now the current price is around $3.32, and let's just see what's going to go. But otherwise I think the bottom is in for now. And now let's talk about Uniswap. So Uniswap really got destroyed because to be honest, Uniswap doesn't really have how can I put it, like it's a very lucrative cryptocurrency in a very right atmosphere, if I can put it that way, right? Like if the markets are very bullish, such type of cryptocurrencies that really get to pay out a lot of money, high yield type of cryptocurrencies, right, they are obviously very good for good trading environments where when everything is extremely bullish, because by the end of it all, right, when things are really going bad, right, a lot of people usually discard these types of investments. This is one of the reasons why a lot of decentralized finance type of projects really ended up shedding a lot of value, because they are high risk, high reward type of cryptocurrencies, because by the end of it all, nobody really wants to end up holding something which is high risk and high reward, especially when we are facing like a very risky phase of a certain cycle. So this is one of the reasons why a lot of them got really destroyed. I mean, YFI, Uniswap, Compound, Ren, a lot of them just really did and performed poorly. So if you guys can actually recognize these candles that I'm using the Heiken Ashi type of candles, and right now this particular type of candle on the daily showing us that okay, we are most likely coming to the end of this particular sell-off, the downside. Okay, so that usually is demarcated by this type of candle as far as the Heiken Ashi is concerned. So we can look at this like on a smaller time frame. If we flip over to the 5 minutes, right, obviously when we get to like experience these very decisive sort of type of candles, right, that really sort of denotes that obviously the selling pressure is coming to an end, and this particular downtrend is coming to an end. And as you can see right over here, right, these bullish bars don't really have like a wick to the downside. Okay, they are very decisive, they are closing above and that really shows that okay, that is obviously going to be like a very decisive uptrend. So here, once the trend comes to an end, right, the Heiken Ashi really makes it very obvious. When you have like lower wicks and upper wicks, then just know that okay, something is obviously up, something is obviously up as far as deciding what the trend is going to be. So this is a very good sign, especially on the daily, getting to have like a Heiken Ashi daily candle which is obviously showing the upward wick and the lower wick like that, and that just just shows us that this particular downtrend is coming to an end or is having some sort of exhaustion, but we might continue going down. But so anyhow, what's the market cap of Uniswap? So Uniswap has got a market cap of about 483 million, and I really think that this particular cryptocurrency can obviously easily do like a 5 to 4 type of 5 to 8 billion market cap, and that's obviously going to provide like way much more juicy profits right over there. And I mean, if it had to go to like its previous all-time high, right, the all-time high was around $8.23. That would be like a 4x from here, like a 3 to 4x. That would be very massive, like getting about 300 to about 400% profit like in a matter of a month. That would be like very amazing. So overall, we have like a lot of opportunities, and if you guys are watching this particular video, I really guarantee and believe that you guys are going to be extremely wealthy, because one, you've got the knowledge, 2, you also know about risk management, and 3, you also know when to cash out. You already know when to cash out, because that's really ultimately how you guys are supposed to be millionaires, because you have to buy the bottom and sell the top. So what really happened last bull run, right, a lot of people, including myself, we were just infatuated with the profits and all that good stuff, and we forgot to sort of sell. But this time around, I'm sure you guys are very good at having a hunch, and just you've got like this feeling like you've become part of the church, you've become part of the cryptocurrency community, where you have like an inkling, where you have like a feeling of saying, okay, we are probably at the top and I should be selling everything. So please work on selling. Do not get do not ever fall in love, with this cryptocurrency. So when we reach the top, next bull run, please sell everything, get into stable coins, and just chill for like a year, and then get to buy back. And like, that's just going to be, like overall, like in a better position with regards to investing and waiting for the bear market to like, sort of finish and just preparing for the next bull run. So that's how money is made as far as these cryptocurrencies are concerned. So anyway, this is all I had for you. I really hope that you guys have been amazing, and I'm probably going to talk to you a little bit later, most likely tomorrow. So be good, stay profitable, and talk to you a little bit later. Bye.